Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. They'll start on the ground with Swift. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 50, it's Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the gun, here's Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, Goff departs, and Austin Seibert is out there for the Lions field goal now. This a 27-yard attempt here. Seibert able to knock this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott, and he'll go right back to Lamb. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When we say the sky's the limit for C.D. Lamb coming into his 3rd season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there for a 1st down.
A handoff left, Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Elliott running right. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Open man is Noah Brown. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on third. Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Goff. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm, and he delivers it with confidence.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back to the running game with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Seibert's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Every day. Let's do what we do every day. Keep our voice. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's go, fellas. It's one play at a time, baby. Show what you got.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, They found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's gone. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
From the gun, here's Swift. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Swift going to try up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Goff now looks to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Here's a handoff to Swift. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Down to the 25. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Goff on third down. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
On fourth down, Goff departs, and Austin Seibert is out there for the Lions field goal now. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. Open man, Lamb, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, You probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
Let's go, time. Let's go. Let's go now. Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So a very tight 1st half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Cowboys have recovered. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Tenth carry now for Elliott. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott now. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket and doesn't see anything, very smart play to just throw it away. That was only 1st down. He's got a few more shots maybe. He can take it the end zone.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. There to make the grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On the handoff, this is Swift. Ooh, with a juke. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Gone. And Sharp calls it in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll try and run. This is Williams. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 2nd and goal, Goff, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you can...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Seibert's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Prescott off play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman at Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play.
The Detroit Lions certainly wasted no time in selecting Aiden Hutchinson 2nd overall in the 2022 NFL Draft. He grew up just a half an hour from the city, started at the University of Michigan, and became an instant fan favorite as the local kid leading a new Lions defense.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Let's go do this thing, baby. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. It's a big one now. It's a big one. No, stop.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Once again, it's Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Goff on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a toss for Swift left side. Oh, what a move. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Goff on third down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Goff on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack. Goff. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Goff. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 39, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
The Cowboys on third down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He'll get this off to Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Goff. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. But it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On second down, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Let's go do this thing, baby. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, it's gone. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. One last shot at the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. One last throw here for Goff. Pass incomplete.
Now, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.